Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Eric Kendricks in on the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Eric Kendricks.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Raiders 0. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Jackson.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Las Vegas.
Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Jackson.
Well, that's the danger of throwing the ball to that part of the field, because if it does get picked off, as we just saw there, they can run a long way. They're actually fortunate they didn't give up a touchdown in addition.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 36, Mayfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mayfield setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
7-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Raiders nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
20. And the Las Vegas first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Bird.
Jackson.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Complete.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Jackson. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Raider first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Demario Davis, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Raiders 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
To the 49-yard line.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Hey, alert 33. It's going to be a
Following the interception, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Demir Byrd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Score, Bengals 28, Raiders 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DeAndre Hopkins with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders
following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. To throw again, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DeAndre Hopkins Hopkins. 34 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Raiders 10.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run.
Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Las Vegas touchdown.
Johnson. Touchdown.
Deontay Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Mayfield on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational.
And the Raiders have got him. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They go play action. Mayfield going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Jones again.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
6 yards left on second down. Now Baker going to keep this himself. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
There's some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
He was tackled at the 20.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 8.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And I think the ball's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bengals 49, Raiders 24.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up
here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.